The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Is good.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jenkins. They set up the screen to Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't.
Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And this is picked up by the Browns.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Back at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Jenkins. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. From the gun, Jenkins. Throw left side complete. That's Fox. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
First down. Here's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
At the 46-yard line.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
With the score, Bengals 7, Browns 6.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
To Joe Mixon.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Burrow. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, Jenkins looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fox. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Point conversion.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Right there.
Operating from the gun, Jenkins. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
28, Joe Mixon.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Tackled at the 29-yard.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was, and making sure they didn't get there.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
check 3. Quick edge. Go. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Hey, alert 3. Out.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check. Watch 54. I'm going to run you. Check.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Bengals 40.
And finding the tight end Hooper. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. 45 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front.
Conversion.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And he's brought down. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
On the return, Phillips. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the tackle.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jenkins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pettis now on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of only
Talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Rolling to his right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
The Bengals will line up.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
22.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. And the Browns.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 17-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 17 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Phillips. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's good.
That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. To the air again, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Bengals 28.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jenkins. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Complete to
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the carry, it's Chubb. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with now 2 4th-quarter touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Buying time to his left.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
And I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down to that set. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they will take a knee here. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.